Hi everyone, I'm Gina R, and I'm back with a $200 currency search. Well, I stopped at my local bank, and it's actually my favorite bank, and I picked up $200 in ones. So as you can see, there are two straps. Each strap consists of $100 in ones. These are teller wrap notes. In other words, these were deposited. The teller counts them out into groups of 100 or 50. In this case, it was 100. Normally they do 50, but they had $100 in straps. And the last time I did two straps of 100, I found a lot of good stuff. So I decided to go for the two straps of $100 instead of my normal $50 wraps. So let me go ahead, get started with this hunt. I'm going to be using Rob Finds Treasures hunting mat. And also I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down below so where you can find and purchase one of these mats if you're interested. Also, I'm going to include some resources that you might find handy. For example, like my currency collection, where you can check for fancy serial numbers, or you can do the star note lookup. Also, there are some notes that are duplicated, and that's the 2013 series. There was some miscommunication between the two printing bureaus, the Fort Worth and the Washington, D.C., and they both ended up printing the same serial number. Now, to give you a little bit of background information, each note, which is a dollar bill, should have its own serial number. It should not be duplicated. And this was a big time error. And if you can find the two matching serial numbers, they can actually be worth quite a bit of money. So let's go ahead. Enough said. Let's get started. Well, I just went through strap number 1 and I pulled out all the interesting notes and some really cool finds. First up, I found this note, which is not valuable at all. It is interesting, and I'm going to be trying to find a pair for it. The reason is it has 8 unique digits, which is 8 unique numbers, and this is what we call a mixed ladder because it's a run of 1 through 8. And if we look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to see if I can find the matching pair to this. So that's why I'm keeping it, not because it's valuable. Next up, I found this one, and it's not in the order that we would like to find a birthday note or anniversary note, but it's 1946, January 25th. Now, I couldn't find anything really significant about this date, but had it been January 30th, 1946, that was the year that was the first year or the date that the Roosevelt dime was released. So that is pretty cool. But like I said, there might be someone out there who this might mean something to. But typically I like finding the month, day, and year. This is acceptable, but like I said, it was just interesting. I just wanted to share it. Nothing valuable at all. Next up, I have another run. And as we see here, it goes from 0 to 7. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is another mixed ladder. And I'm going to try to see if I can find its matching pair. This one had 4 of a kind. Again, nothing valuable. I'm just going to see if I can find a pair to it. This one had 4 threes. Same thing. This one actually had 5/8. So, I hope I can find something closer to it. I'm going to try to zoom in here. There we go. So, I'm going to try to see if I can find a pair for this one also. This one is by far the best find. This is what we call a binary. And so it's a combination of 1 and 8. So you have 8-1, 8-8-8-1, 8-1. Wow. So I did find a fancy serial number, and that's actually over here on Rob Finds Treasures mat. And let me see if I can zoom into it. There we go. Here we go. So there. Now on this one, on his mat, he gives you an example of a true binary, which would be ones and zeros. Mine just consists of 2 digits, making it still a fancy serial number, but not a true binary. Still a great find. And I found the star note. And we're going to look this up at the end to see if it's a low print run. The serial number is not fancy at all. All right, now let me go through the next strap. All right, I did have some finds, some not so valuable, and some that are potentially valuable. The first one is a trinary, not valuable at all. I'm just basically going to try to find a pair to it. So this is 2 3s and 7. The next note is 0, 3, 5, and 7. But what makes it interesting is that it has 4 5s together. This is not a trinary, this is a quad. But because it has those 4 5s, I'm going to try to see if I can find a matching pair to this. I did find a couple of star notes. In fact, I found 3 star notes in this strap, which is pretty good. It's been a while since I found that many star notes. So I'm going to get my computer and we're going to go ahead and see if any of these are low print runs or valuable. So let me go ahead and pull it out. Let's go to Star Note Lookup and see if we have anything that is special. Okay, I'm at Star Note Lookup, and what we're going to do is I have 3 notes here that are from 2017, and they're all from the same Federal Reserve Bank. So I'm going to go ahead and input them. Let me put these in order. I'm going to input them, and we're going to see what we get as far as print run. So let's go ahead and start off with the first one. So we're going to change it to Series 2017A. It's Federal Reserve Bank F 0059 2830, and I'm going to put the star so I don't have to answer that extra question. Oh, okay, it is a large print run. It's 3.2 million out of 10,990,000 that were overall printed. So there is nothing special. Let's go over here to the table, and if you look here, if it says regular, that means that the error was found after the notes had been cut and put into straps. If you see the word sheets, this is found prior to the notes being cut and put into straps. So these tend to be smaller reprint runs. So as you can see, like this one had 640, this one had 500,000, and this one is in darker red because this was the smallest one of 250,000. This one would be worth a little bit of money, but ours is up here in the first run, so it's not worth much. All right, now let's see where this one falls. 03415620. So let me go ahead and see. Here we go. We got 3. Okay, over here we have 3, 2. Here we have 3, 2. And over here we have 3, 8. So it's going to fall in here. So it's a semi-low run, but we'll double check it in just a minute. And then the other note is a larger print run of 15 million. And that would fall here, and that's a 3.2. So these two right here were found after the fact, after they had been cut and put into straps. This one, it appears, was part of some sheets that they caught prior. And let's go verify. So let's go back to the top, enter that serial number, and it's 0341560. Oops, sorry, 20. 0341560 star. Okay. And let me just verify that number. 0341 5620. I'm going to hit return. Yep, look at that. So it's a little bit here in the yellow, saying that it's a little bit rare, but not very rare. You would like for it to be here in the red in order for it to be rare. But still, this is not a bad find. Not a bad find. And the note is in somewhat of a good shape. So this would be worth a little bit more than $2 above face. So let me go for the last note. The last note is a 2013. So let's go back to my currency collection. Let's scroll up. And we're going to erase the old serial number. We're going to change this to 2013. It is from the Federal Reserve Bank. So that's 12, 10, 13, 41 star. We're going to look it up. And nope, it's just like the other ones. It is not a rare print run. So, or print size, I should say. So this was a pretty large print size that was done for this note also. In fact, the overall print run was even larger than the other notes from the other Federal Reserve Bank. Well, I hope you enjoyed this hunt. I'm glad we at least found 4-star notes. And so we found 4-star notes. And also, wow, I'm super excited. We got this binary. So that is cool. Let me zoom in, get one last look at it. Look at that serial number. That is cool. Well, thank you for watching. And until next time, happy hunting, happy collecting. And I wish you the best in finding cool serial numbers like this. Wow. Bye, everyone.